In this video, we're going to go over Black Friday. It starts tonight. I'm going to help you guys make as many coins as you possibly can over the course of this promo. It's one of the best times of the year, but it also provides quite a lot of risk and a lot of market movement. So we'll get into it. Let's make some coins. I'll be right back. The next monthly tournament from foottrading.co.uk goes live on Black Friday. There is a cash prize for those of you that do well and a second chance tournament for those that are knocked out earlier. So not only do you get the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game to make millions of coins, we have members that are well over 5 million now. You also get the chance to meet new people and play for cash prizes in our tournament. Check out foottrading.co.uk. We guarantee you'll never need to spend a single point on this game again. But for now, let's get into the video. Alright guys, welcome to the video. I'm Fuzzball40. I'm here to help you guys make millions of coins. So if you want to do that, subscribe down below and I guarantee it will happen. Little side note, there's a lot of building work going on, so if you hear a bit of noise, I apologise, but there's only so much I can do because my room faces onto the road where it's all being done. If you can drop a like and a comment, I do really appreciate it. And remember, the Black Friday tournament goes live on Friday for all of you guys that want to enter it. Just got to be subscribed to the site, and there's a chance to win a cash prize if you win that tournament, alright? But, nevertheless, we'll get into it. Black Friday starts tonight. It is going to be manic. That is the best way I can describe it to you. It's going to be manic. Now, whether we get the full kick-in tonight of everything is another matter. That might build into the actual Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff, so there's going to be a bit of time going on with that, alright? But tonight, we're likely to see the Player of the Month Mbappe. They can push it a little bit if they want. To me, the only thing he's really going to affect is fodder prices, in all honesty. What we may start seeing are flash SBCs, but something else that we are definitely going to see is best of team of the week, and it is something that you guys need to be aware of. If you are holding, at this point still, any of these cards, you need to think about getting them gone, okay? You need to think about getting them gone because, again, Van Dijk, we are talking on Monday, 581, he's already down 100,000 coins. This is the pre-panic before Black Friday hits. Then Black Friday hits and they drop further before rebounding again. You just don't want to be holding any of these guys. So Foot Sheriff on Twitter is a good guy, but we know Son, Van Dijk, Valverde, those are sort of cards that are in there. It basically, if you've got any decent team of the week that's got decent value to it, it should be gone, all right? But that does not mean that you won't have that card back, because there is a very high chance that these cards then dip down further in value as they're getting packed continually. Non-stop being packed, so they probably dip down even further in value. There's a chance to potentially buy them back. When is that time? It's going to be difficult to know, but my guess would be something in and around sort of Friday, Saturday. I think there's going to be a bit of a rebound by Cyber Monday. That's what happened last year. But actually, it depends. In these team of the weeks, they'll rebound hopefully into Sunday, Monday, but the goals just tended to keep dropping, okay? They tended to keep going down. But I want to show you something to do with these cards last year, okay? So we're going to look at Van Dijk himself again. From last year, his card, which is... Which one was his card last year? Was it the 88? No, it wasn't that. It was the 90. I want to show you his card last year. So if we look around Black Friday last year again, this is Van Dijk's Black Friday trajectory, and he plummeted really, really far down. We're talking basically nearly halving in value. And then look what happened to him. He went up in value, up in value, up in value, up in value. These cards will dip because the amount of supply we're going to get on Black Friday between now and then is going to be huge. Like I say, we may not see the lightning rounds and stuff like that tonight. We might not see that stuff till Friday. But whenever we start to see that, there's going to be a mass amount of these cards being packed. We're talking hundreds of them an hour. So they drop down really quickly. And as you can see, the trend last week was down, 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 down last year, sorry. The Saturday was sort of the low point, and then they started to rebound back again, bit by bit by bit. And this is why I'm saying to you, there could be a buying point on the sort of Friday, Saturday if they stop dropping enough. Some of them will keep going down. If you're holding the likes of someone, let's say someone like Militao, for example. I'm going to get foot 24 up because I want that up there. If you're holding the likes of someone like a Militao, now he bounced back this week with after Sunday. I'd be wary of cards like this. He's going to get packed a lot. We've already seen in the sort of panic he had the other day how low he got. Again, this doesn't really show the full story. They are more like it, 22. If he got down that low with that sort of supply that we had the other day, imagine how low he could get with mad supply now. Cards like this, though, could be fantastic for a bounce back investment. Really, really good. Basically, the way that I think you guys should find these cards is look at cards that for their position are not, or for the rating, are not discard, okay? So Militao, for example, is more expensive than 86 rated fodder. they're usually good cards to look at. Because they haven't been fodder yet, means there's demand, means they're usable, it means they've got a chance to bounce back. Of course, you're always on the risk they drop further and end up being fodder. I don't necessarily think that will happen to someone like Militao. But we have seen it with other cards. If you look at the likes of Rudiger, for example, there is no one on this earth, if I can spell his name properly, no one on this earth that I ever thought Rudiger would be as low as he is at this point in the game. I never thought it would happen. Now, he is slightly above fodder price, but again, he's basically on fodder price. Someone like him, for example, he's already hit the fodder price, so he's not really an investment for a massive bounce back. But I will say this. All of these cards, like Rudiger, Araujo, all those guys, as they get packed and potentially drop down in value, pick them up with shadows on them, or hunters and shadows, or whatever, if they're midfielders, or if they're strikers, just hunters. They're all going to drop down. Now, they may not drop too far. Because of the fact that EA are going to drop a ton of content, fodder tends to rise. That's why I spent 5.5 million on fodder. Fodder tends to rise. So what you can actually see is you might think, right, well, there's a little slight drop for the first few minutes and they drop off. They might bounce back after that. But again, if you can buy these cards with shadows, that's where you're going to give yourself a good chance to make some profit because, again, there's only a limited supply with shadows. The cards being packed don't have shadows attached to them. So if it does drive the prices down because the content's not that great, then fine, you can buy into them with shadows then. If they hold firm, you probably still can buy with shadows. And if they start to slightly rise again, you can probably still buy shadows and sell them into the rise. You're not really going to have much risk when they're fodder price already, okay? Now, with fodder, a lot of people have been asking me, can you buy into fodder still? And the answer is technically yes. I sort of set out the rate that I think you guys should be paying. 83s have gone past that rate. I'd be happy now. They probably will go up a bit more, but I wouldn't be happy buying them at 2k. 83s, again, you wanted 84, sorry, you want them sort of at 3k and slightly above that was fine. They're a bit above that. But 85s are still sitting in and around that 7k mark. Some of them higher, some of them a little bit lower. And 86s are still sitting in and around that 11k mark. Now, I was comfortable buying 86s at 11k because, to me, there was no real risk involved in buying them at that price. That's their minimum price they've been for fodder for the last month. So there was no real risk. So, yeah, you still can get involved if you want to. 87s and 88s, probably you need a bigger rise in them. You need something, a really decent SBC that's repeatable to drive them up. But again, if you can get 88s tonight at 22, then fine. But I wouldn't really want to pay more than that, realistically, for these cards. You have to remember, you need repeatable content to see those sort of cards rise. And I don't know how likely it is we're going to get 88 rated squads outside of something like Mbappe or another big flashback SBC. So bear that in mind. But something that we may get, Flash SBCs, okay? Now, normally these Flash SBCs take place on the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and you get a few on the Saturday and Sunday too. This year, it seems like it's starting earlier. Previously, we've had a thing called pre-Black Friday, and that's a build-up to Black Friday. We don't know if it's actually going to be pre-Black Friday here, or if it's actual Black Friday. It looks like it's actual Black Friday, which potentially means that at 6 p.m. today, the Lightning rounds could start and the Flash SBCs could start. You have got, by the time you watch this video, half an hour. Go and snipe silvers as much as you possibly can of them at 350 coins and below. I know they're going to be sniped. You're going to snipe them now because they've gone up since I first started talking about them. But last year, I genuinely made probably 500,000 coins, maybe more than that, from Flash SBCs over the course of Black Friday weekend. It was unbelievably overpowered. And it's a really, 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 really good way to make some coins. It's a really good way to make coins. And I think some people have this sort of turn their nose up at silvers because they've got a high coin budget and whatever. Put it this way. If you went to spend 3 million coins on fodder, for example, and it rose by, I don't know, let's say it rose by 20%. At 3 million coins, after tax, you're going to get 450k back, give or take. Maybe more than that, actually. Talking nonsense, about 500 something k back, right? Great, fantastic. You can do that with about 100k's worth of silvers. You can genuinely do that with about 100k's worth of silvers. Because some of them will get to 4, 5, 6,000 coins and they would explode. And they're so expensive. Cams and stuff like that are really decent and healthy to buy into. They're really, really good to buy into. They're the sort of places that I'd be looking initially for tonight. There will be more videos helping you guys to make coins throughout Black Friday. I'm very interested in the Thunderstruck cards. It seems to be that every time promo cards drop, they're low into the weekend and then they spike during the week. So we're going to be keeping a really keen eye on Thunderstruck cards to see if they do well. I don't think they're coming tonight. They're supposed to be coming Friday, but it would not surprise me if we did see them tonight. I think tonight's likely just to be the best of and bits and bobs like that. And then Friday we'll see the full Black Friday drop. That's what I think anyway. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.